Welcome to the stream. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Braythorn. How the heck we doing? What is going on this evening? Or daytime, if you're elsewhere in the world. Or early morning, depending. Hi. What's going on, Steve? How you doing? John Paul Bacon, what's going on? Alice Duck, Sailor X, welcome everybody. Way of Soul, how's it going? Above Manway, welcome. iSonic XE. What's up? Stream is up. MT Forrester, I am doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah. You see, I did a little trick this time. I'm early to stream. Instead of when I set up the YouTube stream, I was like, let's make it for 8:15. I'm still kind of getting everything situated here. I was doing something just before this. And then I started at like 8:10. I'm early. It feels amazing. Feels great. Shuttle07 says, hey, just want to say thanks again. Help me make a gaming PC with Skytech, and it runs amazing. Thanks for all the help. You're very welcome. I hope you got to use coupon code SWARM. You can get a discount on that. It's going great. So excited. Glad to hear it. Igor1980 coming in with 2 gifted subs as you do. Thank you very much, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you. That's a tier 1 sub for MT Forrester and Tedger. So there you go, MT Forrester. You're part of the swarm. Welcome to the swarm. And you're stuck here now. That's that. Skytech Blaze 4 Mini is crushing games. That's very aggressive sounding. Heck yeah. Spunky Monkey says, sheesh. Sheesh. What's up? Welcome. I'm tired. I am still tired, guys. Listen, I'm tired all the time. It should come as no surprise, but it's like a whole state of being for me. Take the label off of that magnet dish thing. Kind of glaring in the background there. Maybe up the volume a little. Up the volume of what? My voice? I'm hitting the hard limiter, so I'm not sure what volume I would need to raise. Maybe need to up the energy, but that's usually a little out of my reach, unfortunately. Dan M101 says hello all. Well, I'm part of all, so I'm saying hello right back to you. Welcome home from the trips is just true. Thank you. I mean, I did stream on Tuesday, but that was just talking about the trip and future content stuff. Which, for those of you who did watch the Trikes video, thank you for watching it. It's like my other event coverage, not doing well. I have to remind myself. I got to remind myself every time. The content is not the main reason to go. It's not the main reason to go. You're not going to get views on that. Nobody's really looking for that stuff. But also, I had a hiatus from uploading videos. And then I uploaded 2 videos while I was there that didn't do well. So the algorithm's like, this guy's done. He's cooked. He ain't got nothing left. But, you know, this is prior to the... This is prior to returning with System Integrators Weekly and launching of hardware, the launch of pre-built, rebuilt, all that stuff. We're going to come back. It's just watch the stuff, guys. If you want to show your support for free, watch the videos that come out. It's just that easy. But you still come here a stream to help and give us content, Bray. You rock, homie. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Ben Connor, hello, welcome. I did get a response from Trikes on that video, of course, because I did get to meet them over there, and I think it was coming out. They didn't really care about views. They liked the fact that it was more in depth than some of the kind of quick coverage that others did for their booth. So we're probably at least going to be doing, getting the Panorama AIO to check out. Not sure whether it's going to be the S or the other one, but we'll see. Alucard, welcome. How's it going? Ben Connor, welcome to the Swarmies. Thank you for grabbing that membership. And, you know, for those of you who don't like watching streams on Twitch and you watch the streams on YouTube, that's all good, but you get to enjoy now the emotes that you get watching on Twitch, because those, you know, that's what you get with the membership. You can use those, and I encourage the use of those. Not many ways. Literally every PC content creator went to Computex. So many people are getting info. Yeah, that's why I try to go a little more in depth, get my own perspective on stuff. But you know, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that I'm putting up content later than everybody else because I don't have a big team that's editing while we're out there recording. We tried to get stuff out while we were there, but I had certain things holding me back on that. But I'd rather not miss anything just to get up one or two videos, just to get a few more views. I don't want to race to get content out there. Those who do watch the stuff can appreciate my take on things, and those who don't watch it, they've probably already heard at least the basics on most of this stuff. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I likes that Trikes ITX with the screen only would need a keyboard and mouse for LANs. That's true, depending on the quality of the screen, which I didn't hear them saying anything about it being a really high refresh rate or anything. Plus, Gamers Nexus ASUS stuff is what gathers a lot of people. Well, Gamers Nexus just gets a lot of views either way. I mean, they're a pillar in the content space, in the tech content space. I don't compare myself to other channels, really. That's a really easy way to get depressed about your own content. Besides which, there was a funny thing. When I was working with someone who was new to what they were doing, working with a quote-unquote influencer, which I don't like that term, but whatever. The stuff I say does tend to help people decide where to spend their hundreds or thousands of dollars, and that is influence if anything is, I guess. But whatever. But they weren't. It was their first time working with me, and they were like, "Hey, you know, we want us to take a look at your demographics." And I'm like, "Why? Who are you going to compare it to? Nobody else does what I'm doing." Like, what other pre-built centric channel are you comparing this to? I would love to know, because I'd like to know that there's other ones out there. Quality is more important. It is, even though with stuff that's like run and gun on the show floor kind of content, it doesn't have to be cinematic, it doesn't have to be amazing, but we are putting a little bit more work into that. Except on a couple of the upcoming videos where it was just, we were on the last day and we were trying to get those last couple things done. But there's some really good stuff. They don't know the pre-built guy. What the heck? I mean, they're used to asking that question. Actually, that's what it is. They're used to asking that question and comparing people based on their numbers. But you know, I've got a really focused audience. Like it's like I have an audience that is a lot of you guys being new to PCs, and that's with other channels. It's a mix. It's a mixture. Angry Beaver, welcome. Initializing, how's it going? I felt like form while you was gone. Okay, well, we're gonna be looking at those now, guys. Just so you know, before we were like not sure about when new AMD CPUs are gonna come out, shake up the market. Now we know. I'm gonna be just as adamant on that point of like, hey, you might want to wait, because now we know. Sometime in July, at the very least by the end of July, that was when they're coming out. 7000 series prices will drop, 9000 series will be there, and it's looking like they're going to be pretty competitive with 9000 series CPU pricing. I appreciate that, Sailor. Thank you for watching everything. And Mr. Guillotine, same. Even if I have other stuff going on, put streams on, see them so I can have in the background to tune in from time to time. That works for me. Can barely hear you. I don't think anyone else is saying this. Is anyone else having a problem hearing me? Because I'm looking at my levels right now, and my audio levels are hitting -13, -12 dB. So yeah, not sure what the deal is there. JPB, but you might want to check your own volume levels, maybe raise them up a little bit. Yeah, I saw the B&H thing, and they put it as a pre-order, but AMD's word is we're launching in July, so I don't know what B&H is about there. Angry Beaver's good. Alucard's good. Cheddar Bunny says I'm good. This is all on Twitch, though. I want to make sure it's good on YouTube as well. Ben Connor's good. Big Rig is good. What's up, Big Rig? How's it going? Enjoy channel best. A lot of solid info. Been able to improve my current system, and I'm now wanting to get a new one. Can't wait to get feedback on the best options. Absolutely. What's up, Cherokee Vapor? How's it going? Sailor X hears me just fine. Sounds like there's a consensus here. John Paul Bacon. So you might want to crank that. Just you and Shadow Gaming doing pre-build PCs. Shadow Gaming. That sounds familiar, actually. Other than Shadow Gaming PCs, which is an actual service. I see Shadow Gamers. I see Shadow Gaming, which their name is Shadow Gaming GTA 5. So not sure on what it does sound familiar, but I mean, I have a video on using the Shadow Gaming PC service. If you have back then when you had a subpar like PC for streaming and gaming, it was kind of clutch, which I used that. Not my way says sounds like the 7800X 3D won't be dethroned. It sounds like I was exactly right, because that's what I was saying for a long time. Shadow Gaming HD. Okay, let me see. That's not them. That's someone with 42 subscribers. Shadow Gaming HD. There's a lot of Shadow Gaming HDs. That name is apparently very popular. Okay, so let me rephrase then. The only pre-built channel that is, I don't know, growing or something. Way of Soul, still don't know where my Jane hat is. I apologize for that. Sorry about that. All right, everybody hears me good. He's a cat out of Europe. Well, I don't know. I need to know what their channel is, because I could not find it. So. Let me get to my forms. That's not what I wanted, but that works too. Alrighty then, let's take a look here. So how many people have filled out the form that I have not been able to help out yet? That's a lot of people. Okay. Looks like about 16. And there were people who I didn't get to help out beforehand as well. Looks like there's one person who did multiple entries. Not ever necessary. Don't do that. When you enter your form, if I don't get to help you out, your form doesn't go anywhere. It stays in the list. Here, let me show you. So here we go. There you go. You can see that this is just a spreadsheet, so it doesn't get deleted just because I haven't helped you out yet. But here we've got this Kirk Picard person who put their thing in twice. Everything matches. So I'm going to delete one. Let me delete the row. All right, everybody, here's the thing you got to do. Here's how it works. Listen up. Listen closely. Even if you've said already that you're already here, that you're here and you filled out the form, yada, yada. This is where you officially tell me. And here's how you do it. Here, I'll go back here for this. So you look at my name right here. You type it exactly as you see it there. Type it correctly. Type Breathorn. You can put @ first if you want to. It'll help you bring it up. You can click on it. It spells it for you. And then type I'm on the list. That's all you got to do. That will highlight that chat for me to see. And that's how I'm going to go through here and highlight the people that are here. Remember that plenty of you are going to get this message from me. You should wait until the new stuff comes out in like 6 weeks, 5 weeks. 5 weeks? We're not sure. It's sometime in July, according to AMD. It's going to mean either lower prices for current AMD CPUs or the new stuff that comes out. Now, not everybody should get the latest and greatest thing because that's going to mean sometimes you're going to have early adopter woes. Like it's going to be the BIOS needs some updating over time or things like that. But the way if you don't care about any of that, then just let me know. I don't care. It won't bother me when because you know what's going to happen. Those videos are going to come out saying this is this much faster than 7000 series or whatever. If that won't ever bother you, and you won't come back being like, oh man, I wish I'd waited 5 more weeks for this thing I'm going to use for years to come. If that won't bother you, then that's a real thing. Like, it's fine if it doesn't bother you. It's okay. Whatever you get will still work just fine. And then there's going to be some people who are like, I just don't want AMD, or I don't care about upgrading my CPU over time. Cool. That's your thing. But looking at the list right in front of me, out of those 15 people, only 2 said that they don't plan on upgrading their CPU over time. 2. That means AMD at this point in time. Just True says, now I know to wait until after AMD release before I buy a pre-build. Yeah. I mean, in in about a year, when those have been around for a while, it won't make sense to wait around for the next one a year later or whatever. It's fine. But, then what's going to happen is probably around Q1, the beginning of late Q4 of this year and early Q1, we're going to start, late Q4, we're going to hear murmurings of X3D, and I'm going to be like, all right, what did I say? You're going to want to wait. You're going to want to wait a little bit. If someone's going to be getting a system with a 7800 X3D, if your purpose is just gaming, you don't need to wait. There's no replacement for that. Like whatever they have for 9000 series, it's going to have insane uplifts in performance in order to beat their own 7800 X3D. Period. Now that could happen, but for way more money. It's likely that it won't be anything but the 9800X is probably not going to be that CPU. You're not that guy meme. Insert the CPU name there. 7800 X3D is now the GOAT. It's been the GOAT for a while. Let me go back in time here. Look at that LTT screwdriver flex on the left side. Oh yeah. I'm a fanboy. I do love it. I do love a good screwdriver. Hey, I'm new to your streams and only watched your YouTube vids. Could you help me find a good pre-built gaming PC for a Mac of 1.2K for Mac? For what do you mean Mac? What form? It's the one that keeps popping up with the link. Oh boy, you were spamming that. Okay. You don't ever need to say things twice. I go back through stream and I read stuff. But the form, guys, it's popping up right in front of you. The Stream Elements puts it up every 5 minutes. It's a link right there. Here. Oh, no. That's not the right. Yeah, that's the one. Here's a link to the PC Matchmaker questionnaire. Filling this out does not guarantee I help you during the stream, but your entry will stay in the queue so I can help you in a later stream. That's the link right there. Don't just ignore those, guys. Oh, Max. Okay. I should have waited. I missed out on 14th gen CPU and 4000 series GPU. 14th gen CPUs didn't make any difference at all. The only one that had any kind of difference to it was the i7, and that was only in efficiency cores. Doesn't matter. Okay. My name on form is True Kai Blue. Why didn't you put your name that's in chat? All right, guys. This is the fun part. We're gonna go back to this. That every time someone fills out the form, they're agreeing to something very specific here. If you ignore the instructions in any of the questions, you agree to be roasted on stream. Good-natured roast. Don't worry. And then the first thing shows you, hey, your thing has to match what shows up in chat. It's like, all right. Well, like I put pictures. I put pictures there. I put pictures there. Because here's the thing, Ben Connor. If I showed this screen earlier, and you could easily have been like, oh, I'm that one. Yeah, that's me. I'm that one. Because maybe you hadn't filled out the form yet. So it needs to match your name in chat. If if that's your Twitch name, go to Twitch. Watch on Twitch. You gave your Twitch name for a reason. I guessed it, didn't I? It's your Twitch. So I need to see you move over to Twitch if that's all right with you, just so I can verify that's you. I did change you changed your name. How often are you changing your name where you changed it from when you submitted the form on the 18th to right now? Why would you do that? That just confuses me. I mean, there's enough of the name in here to where I know that's you. I get that. But like the shenanigans, I'm doing this for free. Don't make it harder on me, guys. Make it easier on me, if you would, please. But then again, what did I say? I know I sound really tired right now because I am, but it's good-natured roast. I'm not angry with anybody. I'm just like, hey, here's the bare minimum. Can you do the bare minimum for me? And then a bunch of people are like, no, haha. Funny how he expects so much. Yo, there you go. Hey, True Kai Blue, just letting you know, there's this dude, Ben, pretending to be you. Yikes. Okay, they can't even hear me because there's an ad. Oh, well. SSA says, hi, for the Steve EK video, you said that the full story was not released. What did you mean by that? It's exactly what Steve said. He said, that EK was open to talking to them, and he said, as long as these cease and desist still exist, there's no reason for us to talk. It was something like that. I'm not meaning to misquote it if I am. So basically, he's ignoring their side of the story, and there are people there who are not like Eddie, the EK of EK, the people who wanted to speak out, and he was not listening to them because he wanted them to drop a legal thing that they were doing, which is like, that's not really a journalistic tactic that I'm used to. I'm not used to someone saying, hey, I'm not telling your perspective until you do what I want. It's like, that's not the usual thing they do. It's very unusual for Gamers Nexus and very disappointing. I mean, and that's not me siding with EK. It's just, if they're going to tell the story, they need to like tell the whole. They got a lot of flack with just the same thing with the LTT thing, where they did not reach out for comment from LTT. Are they required to? No, but it's good journalistic practice to do so. I don't walk around saying I'm a journalist. I don't make that claim. They very heavily do. So that means that they need to live up to that. In my opinion. It's my opinion. That's all. Sorry, I just got like, man, I need to change it from above Manway to not Manway because, yeah, you just had to do it. J Pribs, subscribe. Thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Swarm. I'm here, but I think you'll tell me to wait. Okay. Mr. Guillotine says, imagine getting a 7800 X3D now and then only having the second best gaming CPU in 9000 series releases in a few months. The horror. It's next month, though. It is next month. But yeah, that's the thing, is like, if it's close, who cares? Like, if it's oh, this is a little bit better. If you're looking to do content creation or something like that, you should absolutely wait, because I'm pretty sure the 9950X is going to be insane for it. I'm really excited about that because that's what I do. Spunky Monkey says, a freaking Hyundai commercial. Ew. I'm wondering whether I should time you out right now, because I drive a Hyundai and I love that thing. It is nuts. It's one of the best cars I've ever had. And I'm a car guy. So, ew? Yeah. You just lost points with me. That's it. Point loss right there. Hyundai is Toyota 2.0. This thing basically cheaper than a Civic, modern Civic Si, and beats the pants off of it. Love it. Is 2 to 5% increase really worth $100 or $200 depending on the pricing or whatnot? Why are you saying 2 to 5%? They're claiming 15 to 20%. Hey Bray, do you like Fords? Yeah, I've had several Focuses in my day. I almost got the RS, but then I was like, this is actually really uncomfortable to drive. Like, it's fast. Like, it's one of the faster cars I've ever potentially owned. But it was like, it's a little rough around the edges. I want something that's more comfortable. Jets Unleashed, thank you for the $5 super chat. Let me see if this one's going to try to skirt the form. Let's see. Quick question. Is an N7 B650E DD5 is motherboard is okay with 7800X3D? Keep being great. Sure. It works with it. It's fine. I don't know what you're using your PC for. Hopefully just gaming, because that's what the 7800X3D is designed for. So I have a 2022, or is it 2022 Elantra N line. Not the N, but the N line. 6-speed manual in a beautiful dark blue, blurple-ish kind of color. It's a little bit of purple. It's gorgeous. And it's fast. And it's fun. It's turbocharged, 6-speed manual. I love that thing, man. It is so nice. Arctic Oasis. Way of Soul. I don't know what that means, but it's all right. Pretty good. You drive a Roush Mustang. When I wake up, I drive a Terrain. Igor is in a Chrysler minivan. Minivans are underrated, dude. Minivans can be really nice to own. I was thinking about something like that for myself when I was going to buy a car, because there are times when there's content to make in Texas, and then I can load like my whole studio into that and drive comfortably. But it wasn't really. I wanted something stick shift. That's what I wanted. I miss driving stick shift. 2 to 5% was talking about 7800 X3D versus its competitor in AMD. Here's the thing. Nothing's going to compete with the 7800 X3D in just gaming applications. It'll compete with it and maybe surpass it a little bit, but for more money. So like, why even bother with that? Now, come December-ish, I'll be saying for people wanting a straight up gaming PC, like, hold up. 9800 X3D is probably right around the corner. They're going to announce it at CES, launch it in February, whatever. Just wait. I drive a 2013 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. Hyundai is goated, man. Like, they made big changes in their quality and in the unstealable, says Kupo Catnip. Yeah, pretty much. They made big changes in their performance and quality and all that, and and I have like 10 years of warranty or whatever, so I'm like, this is fine. I used to drive cars that required a lot of care, that were fast and cornered like my RX-7 was amazing. FC, for those wondering. But it was just too much maintenance, and it was too nice, and I was putting too many miles on it for a car that was, nearing, and was like over 35 years old now. Anton, thank you for the $2 super chat. It says, like the video. You spent $2 just to tell people to like the stream. I appreciate that. Drive a 2014 Impala Limited because it was cheap when I bought it. Hey, I guess where you're going, and it was cheap. Golf R is one of the most fun cars you can drive that doesn't cost over $55K. Problem is that they're overvalued in the used market. They're overpriced in the used market. I was looking at a Golf R. You know who told me to get a Golf R? TJ from Alexander PCs. But I was like, you're a little expensive. Ideally, I'd like to buy a Hemet or a restored Deuce and a half, because why not? Why not? I miss my old manual truck. I like driving with a manual, just sucks in heavy traffic. It can, Kenneth, it can. I'm just used to it now. I got used to it again, and it feels good. I don't know how to drive manual. I tried to learn, but could never get it. It just takes practice like anything else, baby. Okay, let me go back over the list of people who said they were on the list here. Back over the chats here. So we have, it's mostly in Twitch. Okay. Is the 7800 X3D good for ACAD and Inventor, which are mostly single-thread apps? I still wouldn't do it, because single-threaded apps, it doesn't mean that it's not going to benefit from higher frequencies. 7800 X3D makes sacrifices in frequency to have the 3D V cache, which is thermally limiting the cores because of the laws of thermodynamics. Okay, it's basically insulating that CPU. If you're doing anything other than just gaming, don't get a 7800 X3D or any X3D chip. Just get a CPU that is going to suit your purposes for both. My 2011 Honda Accord is my baby. Love driving my car. Good on gas. What more could you want? Yep. I mean, everyone has different goals when they're getting their conveyance. Love my government chassis 2020 Suburban. I don't know what the difference is a government chassis. I drove a 2010 red Ford Taurus show. That is a very cool car. I like the show. I actually was looking at the original show for a while back when I was having fun with cars, because they're just cool. But yeah, that thing had a who made the engine for that? Was it I don't know. It was one that usually makes motorcycles. What was it? What company made that engine? I don't remember. Think we'll have to wait till 2025 for a good 9000 X3D chip to dethrone the 70. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be Q1 2025. All right, so who's here? Way of Soul. Let me mark you down. Silent Furies. Oh, you were just saying hi. Hi, how's it going? I ended up putting in a PNY 8 gig 3050 card in the Skytech PC desktop. A 3050. It's an interesting choice. What made you go with that one? Okay. And I'm on way there. Okay. And hi, Sonic. I'm on the list since I submitted my form. Don't expect to get any help today. I'm okay with waiting. Okay. So that's just a heads up for those who are on the list. If you're above a certain budget and also you're just looking for gaming, well, I mean, if you're just looking for a gaming PC, you're probably not going to need to wait. I'm probably going to suggest a 7800X 3D system if that's within budget. For those who are above a certain budget and you want to do more than just gaming, waiting is going to be the best thing you could probably do. If you don't care about that, then fine. Then it doesn't matter to me. As long as you're not going to come back and be like, I can't believe I did. I can't believe you didn't either. Okay, so just three people? Only 3 people joined the list. Oh, yeah, so, okay. Looks like Laugh Lurker joined, but didn't say that they joined. Unless I missed it. Not in the way I asked for anyway, where I said, hey, type my name, Breathorn, then type I'm on the list, so it highlights the chat for me. Nagasaki now. I don't remember. Word processing and gaming, so just gaming. Word processing is not a task that you need to specify, like adapt your hardware to. I read that Baldur's Gate 3 is equally CPU and GPU use. Sure. Brian Rutherford. Please check the description of the stream so you can fill out the form and join the list. Is X3D okay for gaming / listening to YouTube? YouTube is not, again, on the form, there's going to be a list of use cases, right? Gaming, streaming, content creation, like video editing, photo editing, 3D design, coding / game design. Those are the kinds of things that are going to require you to make changes. Standard everyday use, like watching YouTube and doing your homework and stuff like that, that's not on the list for a reason, because you don't have to adapt it. You can do that on a Chromebook. Like, who cares, right? Like, that's not going to change what I recommend to you. So, how was your day, Bray? It was okay. I'm still, like, the echoes of taking a big trip like that for me, like my CFS, it just affects me for a long time, and I'm still catching up. I've also been kind of feeling down because, like, we put a lot of work and I put a lot of money into the content for Computex, and it's just bombing completely. But I tell myself the same stuff all the time. It's not what those trips are about. And like, the content is a bonus, but like, we're putting more work into it this time to make it look good, get more B-roll, all that stuff, and it's disheartening, to say the least. Put it that way. Okay, so I see Dan M101 talking, so even though you didn't do the Breathorn I'm on the list thing, I'll go ahead and do that. And Laugh Lurker, are you still here? I've been checking my email every day, hoping my PC gets shipped. It's supposed to be here 25th. Fingers crossed. Cool. Very cool. That's exciting. Oh, what's up? By the way, hi, Easy Jake Oven. How you doing? I don't know if I said hi already. And also, hello to Cheddar Bunny. Is anyone else that I missed saying hi to? I can't hold people to that standard if I don't say hi myself. Also, initializing. How are you? All right. It looks like, yeah, there's a lot of people who aren't here. So True Kai Blue, looks like you're going to be first. And that's a parts list. I'm probably going to suggest that you wait, but we'll see. You do plan on upgrading your CPU over time, so it's going to be AMD anyway. People catnip, I'm doing good. Doing all right. Just tired. Oh, good, because I was talking directly to you. Oh wait, not Ben Connor. I was talking to True Kai Blue. You're the one who's pretending to be True Kai Blue. What's up, Jasmine? How you doing? Welcome. I was gonna fidget with something. Why not fidget with the fidget toy thing? What's up, Nate's Gaming? How's it going? All right, let's check this out. So this is the one we're looking at right now. And it's a parts list. They do live near a micro center, but don't want to get their parts there. That's the Sharonville, Ohio one. Is there a reason you don't want to go through? Is there a reason you don't want to go through micro center for your parts? That's what I would recommend. I mean, especially if you're building and then you find out a part is DOA, you don't have to worry about shipping it back to Amazon or wherever, and instead you can just go to micro center and get it there. I mean, get it swapped out. But this is why I was saying that waiting might be the best for you. First off, you did say yes to whether you plan on upgrading your CPU over time, right? Which that can be still a good case for not waiting, because then you can get something 7000 series now. The discounts might not be too crazy when the new ones come out, at least for a little while. And you can already get really good deals on 7000 series Ryzen with package deals and stuff. Not that you would be able to take advantage of that because of some of the use cases you listed here. So we have gaming, pro gaming / esports, and also racing sim / flight sim. So the package deals usually have pretty mid motherboards that don't have a lot of IO. So that means it's bad for racing sims and flight sim setups. But then you also have coding / game design. And then I'm like, your budget being 4,000 or more, what's the actual budget, by the way? Please give me the actual full amount. Not full amount, just whatever the maximum amount is. And with that in mind, a 9950X would totally be within budget, and you'd probably benefit when it comes to your coding / game design. Those are typically really good for code compile, though Intel can often beat them out, but not by a lot, and they suck when it comes to upgradability in a general sense. Also, I tend to like AMD more for racing sim / flight sim because they'll have more PCIe 5.0 lanes, so better IO overall possible with the motherboard. Even if it's just adding in a USB PCIe card, something like that. What's up, Northern Lights? How's it going? Apocalyptic says, yeah, definitely not going with cyber power. iBuyPower is way better. You have to think about this. Like, which part of the experience are you going to be experiencing for a longer amount of time? Buying it or owning it? And iBuyPower currently gives a better ownership experience. Like, way better? Like on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. So, sounds fine. Were you able to see my pre-built request sheet? Should be under the name Forester. Nope. Unless it was way earlier. Just under the name Forrester? Sure. Let's see. 0 of 0 under Forrester. Nothing. You couldn't see. Here, hold on. I'll do it this way. There, watch. 0 of 0. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. We're already working on yours. You don't have to do that again. Like, we're working on yours right now. True Kai Blue. Like, that's... I've been talking directly to you this entire time. Kyle Brown, welcome. And thank you for the welcome back. Appreciate that. BTS says, would the 1700X3D do good for basic video editing and gaming? No, not for video editing. It is just for gaming. I have not beaten around the bush on that one. It is just for gaming. It loses out to cheaper CPUs when it comes to other tasks, content creation, stuff like that. Now, does it lose out a ton compared to, like, say, a 7700X? No, not really, but 7700X is cheaper. No, you're not good with going for an X3D CPU if you're going to be doing stuff other than gaming. That's my take on that, because you give up on frequency. It's even if you go with the 7950X3D, say you're a streamer, right? And you're like, oh, cool, I've got 16 cores. 8 of them are 3D V-Cache, and the rest are just fast, regular cores. Awesome, ready to go. I'm going to start up my stream. Bam, I've got OBS. I've got Spotify. I've got my Discord running. I've got all this stuff. Let me start my game. Boom, Xbox Game Bar recognizes the game is being played and parks 8 of your cores. Good luck. 8 cores are plenty for gaming and streaming, yeah, but you're not getting the benefit of those 16 cores then, right? And you spent a lot of money on that 7950X3D in order to do that. Now, if you're not gaming, you're getting all of your cores, yeah. But to me, I would rather just do a 7950X. Then you don't have to worry about any core parking shenanigans. And you spent less money. Sometimes, though, the 7950X costs more. So you just get the X3D. Or, as my current advice would state, wait 4 or 5 weeks for the new ones to come out. You'll either get a discount on 7000 series or you'll get the newer stuff, which that can be a little weird sometimes. There can be some weirdness with new technologies. Yeah, that's going to go out to everybody. A warning that adopting new tech right away can be a little buggy. But remember, this is not a new socket. You can use previous or pre-existing chipset of the X670, X670E, B650. You don't have to get the next gen one, okay? And with that, you'll have maybe a more stable experience, and you'll save some money on the motherboard too. That LTT secret shopper video was horrible. I told you, but impressive for iBuyPower, wasn't it? They did twice the work of any other company and did it in a quarter of the time. It was crazy how good they were. So which Intel would you recommend if you game and stream from same PC? Well, apparently your budget is infinite. So awesome. Cool. Get a 14900K and just heat up your room to no end. These are why the forums exist. Faded. Also, hi, hello, greetings. Oh, hey, look, there you are. I see you now. It's not like there's no skipping around the line, by the way. This is the line. This is the line of people who are waiting for help. So I was in the middle trying to help out True Kai Blue, but I was having that discussion of like, this is why you should probably wait. But my question to you, True Kai Blue, was this. What's your reason for not wanting to go with Micro Center? Is it like maybe the one bad Micro Center or something? Or is it like actually 2 hours away and you're not actually that close to it? BTS, it's not gonna not do video editing. You can still do it. It's just, that's advice that I've been giving since the 5800X 3D. It's just for gaming, but it still does it. It's just not going to do it as well as some other options. If you can live with that, I can too. Why do I have a sum happening here? Whatever. Anyways, I'm done. It's funny, Faded, you said that right after the form. I'll go ahead and put it right there again for you, but please fill that out, okay? Okay, still waiting on an answer for... Oh, never been... Why are you switching back and forth between Twitch and YouTube? Do you just really not like Twitch? It's fine, I guess. Never been to one. 40 minutes away, so not bad. Okay, cool. Well, that's what I would recommend. Let's at least see what they've got. You're going to be doing everything at 4K. You want the system in black. You don't need Wi-Fi, but at that... you didn't ever answer what your actual max budget is, by the way. What is the actual max budget for the system? What's up, Lightning Evo? How's it going? So what is the actual max budget? Because the option you chose is 4,000 or more. I need to know what the true maximum budget is. Though with Micro Center, it's hard to even hit 4K. Well, not really if we're doing like a 4090. Oh, you've got 2 in Ohio. Interesting. Okay. All right. Go here, and we will go to there. Now, here's what I was saying earlier. There are bundles, and you can save money that way, but you can't choose your motherboard or your RAM. You get 32 gigs of RAM, that's it. And you get whatever motherboard they pick for you, and they're rarely that great. They're usually kind of mid or more on the entry-level side. Yeah, they also don't have a 7950X or 7950X 3D, so we're going to skip that. Hold up. Your budget is $9,000? Why? What are you doing with this thing that it's valued at $9,000? Okay, you know what? I suddenly am not too worried about you not getting the latest and greatest on your initial purchase. You can upgrade your CPU in a few months. Okay. But to note, oh my God, do you see this? I just went up here to go to a different tab. I'm not... prices are too high. There you go. You guys suck. It's not, they're not too high. They're just too whiny. But yeah, I want to note that you did state under whether you plan on upgrading your CPU over time. You said yes, and that pushes me towards AMD for you. Just letting you know. And it says coding/game design. Tell me how that applies to you. How does that apply to you? What kind of programming or what kind of game design suite are you going to be using? Apocalyptic, they're looking for a parts list. Northern Lights. Hey, I'm just wondering, I got a 4th Gen i5 and a 4090. What should pre-built should I buy? Just trying to get a rant going. It's going to happen anyway. You don't have to try to do that. Micro Center definitely needs to fix their website because I can't find anything and they're always out of everything. It's because the Charlotte Micro Center is new. It probably hasn't been all added to the inventory yet. What's up, Bugs 4306? How are you doing? All right. Building my own game. Okay. Okay, can you be more specific? Like, are you using Unreal Engine? What are we using? Let's just go 7950X 3D because they're not going to have this 7950X. There was something about, so by the way, there's something about the trip that I didn't even tell you guys about, and it's exciting. It's exciting stuff. Something that happened at PC World while I was there. But for right now, you want a black PC, you want a black build, so let's find you a full ATX, and it can also pick the eATX too. Let's find you a motherboard with lots of I/O. X670E-E would be good. Aorus Elite AX is a good one, but there's also the Aorus Master. This is one that I have. This one has a ton of I/O. It's a really good motherboard. I built with this one in a build stream recently. Their builder is broken. I've been complaining about this for a couple of years now. Can we confirm this person is using US dollars? I would hope so. They live in Ohio. So, like, yes? Why wouldn't they in Ohio? Lightning Evo, you're just looking for chinks in the armor. You're looking for cracks to wiggle into there. Yeah, they're in Ohio. They're using US dollars. When I met the guy that kind of runs the influencer stuff at the Tustin Micro Center, really cool dude named Jeremy, right to his face, I was like, y'all need to fix your builder, man. It sucks. And he was like, it's very complex. It's very complex, though. I was like, yeah, I know. It's not easy to set something like this up. I'm aware. I can still whinge about it. Well, Bugs, I'll have to look at that in a little bit. I'm currently directly helping someone at the moment. Not that one. There we go. Got a build redux system, very happy with it. Did you get it in the TD500 mesh or did you get it in their new case? Oh, you're in Kentucky. Okay, so this is the one that's 40 minutes away from you. I got you. Oh, you live near Ohio, so sure. I don't see many people with $9K to drop on a PC often is all. It's all right. I have seen such before. I've helped out people with that kind of thing before, so. Damn, they have 14 of the Supreme Liquid MSI cards. That's a lot. Oh boy. I'd say the tough card. I've had one of these. They're really, really solid. There's only 2 in stock, but should be all right. I mean, just grab a 4090 that works if they don't have these. I'm actually curious about something. I want to make sure of something really quick. Well, that doesn't help me, does it? Still doesn't help me. Okay, very cool, very cool. Okay, PCIe 5.0. Just making sure the primary M.2 socket had PCIe 5.0. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're really not limited on a budget here, and this thing is on sale, so sure. 4 terabytes of PCIe Gen 5. Sequential read speeds up to 14,100 megabyte per second. I should just say gigabytes. Sequential write speeds up to 12.6 gigabytes per second. There it is. All right. That's going to be a lot of storage, very fast. And the terabytes written, the longevity of it's pretty good too. So they already improved on that over the T700. We do need to choose a case, so let's do that. Someone's saying now that their audio is cutting out. Is the audio cutting out for anybody else? Hey Bray, do you know that marble mother? Yeah, that's Tai Chi Carrera. X670E Tai Chi Carrera. They don't have they don't have it for Z790. Okay, audio is good over on Twitch side. That's me, Bray, troubleshooting. Okay. I got in their new case, unfortunately. I put my order in after I saw your unboxing video about the bad cooling, but it seems to be keeping temps well. Well, I mean, that's the thing. You'll have I mean, CPUs these days are designed to reach thermal throttling temperatures. It'll work, but you're not going to be getting the like the nominal frequencies, things like that. It's going to pull back on frequencies to keep temperatures in check. Okay, audio's good. All right, cool. Micro Center doesn't have any Kingston anymore, do they? I haven't been seeing it as much, and it's unfortunate. But yeah, I believe they pulled out of Micro Center. Now we get to the most subjective part of this whole thing, which is the case. Now, I'm going to need your feedback on this. What are you looking for in a case? What speaks to you? What are you wanting? What style of case are you looking for? I know you want it in black, but I'm talking about whether you want it to be the O11D Evo RGB is a really popular one right now, but also if you want it to be like a little bit more on the like wood paneling side, things like that, they got the Fractal Design North and the XL. Well, they got the XL in the standard design and with mesh. Ordeal, it's not whether you get picked or not, it's in order of who submitted it first. Yeah, it doesn't, your form doesn't disappear once a stream ends. If you don't get helped out on this stream, I help you on the next one. Apocalyptic says Montec King. Did you see the King 95 Pro Mega Pro? They basically stretched it out a bit vertically. Anton, I know the Air 903 Max is a great case. I don't think it's quite the one for the $9,000 build though. But it has come in clutch for some budget builds for sure. Oh, I found that Skytech has a Z7. Maybe they did make it for Z790. I just couldn't remember off the top of my head. Is it possible to get a 4 terabyte for under 300? Yes. You can get one from, you can get an Inland Performance Plus. It's generally like $290 for the 400, if I'm not for the 4 terabytes, if I'm not mistaken. No problem, Ordeal. I'm good. Mainly O11. All right, cool. Now, that doesn't come with any fans, so we're going to have to put in fans for you. We're going to have to choose fans. You'll probably want to go with Lee and Lee fans, which they should have. Hopefully, they have the reverse flow ones. Power supply. Let's get you a big honking power supply. We're going to turn off compatibility filter here so we can get you one with lots of watts. Lots of watts. Do you like the Seasonic Vertex? Always a good one to go with. So there you go. Although I will say this, the ROG Thor Platinum 2 is going to have better looking cables without having to get cable extensions. And it's $35 more. So let's go with that, because that's less than the price of cable extensions. Nice ones anyway. Let me check something here. Okay, this will fit a 420 millimeter radiator in the top. And 360s on the side. For fans, you can do 3 140s, 3 140s, 3 140s. Okay. All right. We're on the reader. 120. All right. That's narrowed it down nicely. Oh, there's no Lee and Lee ones here with that. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to be putting you on Corsair though, because you're already going to have multiple RGB softwares then if you do that, unless you go with like Signal RGB and it recognizes everything. Let's go 360 on the rad. It should be fine because we're talking about an X3D CPU. That's not gonna, it's gonna have a lower threshold for temperature anyway. It's not gonna be as like, it's not gonna run super hot based on its design. Gala had 2 LCD, and this one has the infinity fans, so we'll grab that one. Low Swear, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Logan, looking for a pre-built? Okay. Fill out the form, my friend. Unfortunately, there's no pay to win on this. I don't let anyone. I appreciate the super chat. That doesn't move you up in the line or anything. I don't have a system in place for that, and I probably wouldn't do that either. Is it fast? Yes, it's fast. Yeah. It's fast, and longevity is ridiculous. All right. Case fans. Brand, Lee & Lee. Unifan SL Infinities. So they have the reverse, but they only have 3 of those. But do they have packs? No, they don't. All right. Well, you might need to get your fans elsewhere in order to get the reverse ones. Unless you get these. Well, there's the LCD ones, but that's not reverse flow. I just like the style with the glass run 4 monitors now with nearly 10 hard running programs when build my game. Gaming a mainly open world RPG. Yo, Toast, what's up, man? How's it going? Thank you for the tier 1 sub. 34 months. Good Lord. On a 34-month streak? I don't know that this is where the cool kids hang out. Specifically, this is where the nerds hang out, but hey, I'll take it. It sucks because they have plenty of the white ones in reverse with LCD, but you're not looking for that. They have only 3 of the reverse LCD ones in 120, not 140. So basically, what you want is for the side intake and for the bottom intake, you want reverse flow fans, so you get to see the nice sides of the fans. So I don't think you need the LCD fans. They just had those. Oh my God, really? Okay, because it's because of the dash. You idiots. Read the context of the query, please. Right there. Oh, outside. There is no dash in Lee & Lee. It was just on the outside ones. Really? It's because they misspelled it. It's because they misspelled it. The name, they put reserved. But if you look at the image, it states reverse. They put reserved, those blithering idiots at Newegg. Newegg, get freaking good. You're making my job harder because of how utterly stupid you are. How dumb can you be? Oh, but they're reserved. Perhaps you'd like these with a nice Chardonnay and some caviar. Oh, God, get good and fast. Holy crap. Reserved. Really? I have never been so impressed with the level of idiocy here. Like, your searches apparently only look at the title of the product. There's no metadata apparently for it to look at, and you name it incorrectly, so it could not find it. I had to take out the word reversed, by the way. It's V-E-R, not R-E-V. Oh my God, that is next level. That is next level. Anyway, I found your fans. Oh, wow. That's delicious. Man. Well, the thing is, you're building this thing, and the Unifans are nice for that. Now, if you want the ones that outperform these, then you would go with the Fantex D30 ARGB fans, and we can do those too. Let's actually see. I don't think they carry those here. Let's look at brand really quick. Do they even have Fantex on here? Micro Center, how are you not carrying Fantex still? Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm just so happy that we were all able to see this together. Oh, it's DRGB, excuse me. So these being thicker fans, I see here's the 140 reverse airflow. There you go. So you can get Fantex fans. These are going to give you better performance if that's what you're more concerned with, and grab these. And then what you do is you put the 120 millimeter ones on the AIO, or we get you a Fantex AIO from Newegg and you just buy that separately. You don't have to get the AIO. You don't have to get everything from Micro Center, but getting most of it from there does make sense. So let's do this. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go to your build here. That's one link right there. We don't need the reverse airflow model in this. Here, let's go here. Oh, hey, here you go. You can get yourself a Fantex Glacier 1. Won't have the screen on it, but as you mentioned, you don't really care about that. We also need a 120 for the rear. I mean, you don't have to get the 120 for the rear. Okay. And there it is. There's the 120. I'll give you all these links in just a second. So you have your AIO, you have your fans. You basically need to get 2 packs of the D30-140 reverse flow fans. You put those on the side and the bottom. Done. Then you put in your AIO. The fans are going to be matching, though they're going to be a little bit smaller because it's a 360. But it's fine. No one's going to notice because it's going to be in the top. And in the back, you put that one single 120 millimeter fan. As for the rest of your system, that's going to be this link right here. Here you go. That's the whole system. Now, here's what you need to do with that link. All right. You need to click on that Micro Center link and hit add to cart. Make sure you have the right store selected. Okay. And hit add to cart, because if I help someone else out with a Micro Center build, that's going to get cleared out. It's going to get deleted. Okay. And then you'll need these links right here. Oh, have a good night, Jasmine. Sorry I missed that earlier. Okay, that's the whole thing. Cool, I didn't just scroll all that way for no reason. You did. All right, looks like Bugs 4306 is going to be next. You still here? Yes, you are. Well, I saw you earlier. It says you're in chat, so. Motherboard is sold out. Cool. All right, that's weird because it's right here. Isn't that weird? It says 2 in stock, but that's Micro Center for you. All right, sure. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's just do that. Let's get you a big old expensive motherboard. Why not? The one that says it has a bunch in stock. Oh, hey, look, it's a Tai Chi Carrera. All right, here. ROG Crosshair Hero AMD AM5 ATX motherboard. There you go. All right, Toast. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. All right, here's a new link. Yeah, Bugs is in Twitch. But they're not responding now. From a quick back of the hand calculation, it looks like Alexander's Legatus is about 1,400 over parts cost. I don't think it's that much over it, but I mean, there's also other stuff to consider. If I'm not mistaken, the Legatus is one I think that has a screen included, things like that. But yeah. How much is total build again? I have no idea because I had to get the fans and the AIO from Newegg, so no idea. Without those, it's around $4 grand, $41.94. So clearly $9,000 is not necessary for this system. But you can put in for some. You already said you have 4 monitors, so you don't need to get any insane monitor with that. But hey, there you go. Jason 007, how's it going? Welcome. No problem, Ben. You can go ahead and send the rest of the budget over to me. I'll take care of that for you. Imagine if I was the type of guy who was like, "What's your budget? Okay, send that over. I'll get you a rad PC," and it was like half of the budget. Like, I know that I believe there's people that do that kind of thing, and it's like, I mean, sure, I could do a lot with, you know, $5,000, $4,000, but like, it's just so dishonest. Hey, you got that help for free, man. There you go. I don't discriminate. Just because someone has money, I'm not going to be like, give me money. Doesn't matter if your budget is $900 or $9,000. It is a tricky, scary industry out there, and it's really easy to get lost trying to find what's right for you. And the cool thing is, you can take the system, and when the 9000 series CPUs come out, you have a lot of budget to just upgrade your CPU a few months after, when, say, the BIOS updates have come out, and you can update the BIOS and have it be more stable and all that. And even if, I mean, yeah, the 4090 is a bit of an expense, especially considering that we're probably half a year away from 50 series. But, you know, you can't really put a value on having your PC for 6 months ahead of that, you know? Background guitar riffs is so fire. Thank you. That's me playing guitar right now, actually. I'm doing that right now. With my feet. I'm using the fidget. I'm playing with the fidget toy, but like with my feet, I'm playing the guitar. You can't see. You didn't know that. Didn't want to under budget for it. I feel you. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it seems like you might need to spend that much. I mean, you could actually probably do a Threadripper system with that kind of budget, but 7000 series Threadripper has been out for a little while. It didn't, I don't know, it didn't quite take off as much as it did. That's what I was gonna tell you guys. So while we're still waiting for bugs to respond, I guess we'll move on to somebody else pretty soon. They just came in and talked like how long ago? It says they're still in chat. 30 minutes ago. So yeah, that is a bit of a wait. But while I was at PC World, they were doing some spring cleaning, and they had carts of just like PC parts there, and I was like, and so I might be doing a really fun build, because they had some barely used, and I think the one I'm looking at was unopened. So they had a 2000 series Threadripper CPU, and I was like, I've never had any Threadripper CPU. Guys, just because I built a lot of PCs, a lot of that was professional. Like, that was not for myself. And the ones for myself, I've always had to have a really tight budget. I came from very, not much money. And I kept that habit, even when I did have money, I still kind of like, looked for good deals and things like that. Things like custom loop liquid cooling, and Threadripper and things like that were just never in my perceived budget for my systems. So they had, and this is interesting, okay? They had the 12-core 2000 series Threadripper CPU. And while that might not sound very interesting, I want to remind you that had 64 PCIe lanes. PCIe Gen 3, yes, but 64 PCIe lanes. For something like a streaming and capture system, that's insane. And you don't need more than 12 cores to just stream from something. So they're going to give me that CPU. We looked through a couple motherboards, and I picked one out. And I'm going to do an old gen Threadripper build, and that's going to be a streaming and capture system. The amount of storage and capture cards and all kinds of stuff you can put on something like that. Multi-GPU, whatever. I could have a regular GPU and then I could have another GPU just for encoding. Like, they make for insane systems. So but they're sending me a bunch of stuff and it's going to be super cool. And it was really, really nice of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but they even had an original DJI Ronin gimbal, like the gigantic one. And they were like, we don't need this. It was in the flight case. It was in the packaging and everything. And I'm like, I'll use it for something because you can mount those to things and still whatever. I'm like, sure. Because if you try to sell one of those, you'll get pennies for that. If anything, I could even just use the flight case. It's so awesome. 6 months is a long time if you really think about it, though. It is. And you get to enjoy your PC that whole time. All right, so that's not working out for bugs. Bugs disappeared on us. So let me go ahead and take this one and mark it as good. And that means the next person's going to be Manway. You here? You still here? Yes, you are. You were calling for bugs just a second ago. That means your turn is up. Plus, I didn't know if you'd choose custom water build for heat concerns. Not with an X3D chip. You can't even overclock it. For any X3D chip, custom liquid cooling is a joke, in my opinion. I mean, yes, okay, no, not completely. It's not completely a joke because you'll have better longevity of the parts and it'll be able to do its absolute best, but you can't overclock it. So you're not going to get any real value, in my opinion, out of the liquid cooling when it comes to performance. Longevity, sure, but then there's maintenance. Not sure if you want to do all the maintenance on a custom liquid cool system, but you can do that if you want. You can go that route if you want. If you've built a lot of PCs, then yeah, do a custom liquid cooled system. If you've not built a lot of PCs, then don't even mess with that yet. Peter Burston had to go for the bugs joke. Listen, I'm just as much a fan of low-hanging fruit as you are, though. Also, the plan on upgrading CPU is probably a no now. Why is that? Can you explain? I built a few PCs and want to get into custom liquid cooling for fun. Yeah, I mean, fun is where it's at. That's what it really is at this point. $7600X is running so cool. My single fan radiator keeps it below 80C at 95 plus usage. Granted, it's a low power chip. So you're using a 120 millimeter radiator. Okay. One reason why I want to pre-build, not want to build PC. So if I change my CPU, that might mean to do the thing I don't want to do. If I do that, why not just build it? Unless, well, no, it's about, so a lot of people get into DIY starting with a pre-built, and you do that by doing upgrades to your pre-built. So a lot of people who get a pre-built do plan on upgrading it, judging by the numbers. I mean, let's look at the numbers right now. Out of all the people who are looking for pre-builts here, and most are, out of 239 responses, 67.8% plan on upgrading their CPU over time. It makes perfect sense. So you're looking to get this within 2 weeks. There's some customization available, but generally, okay, you didn't list an SI that you might be interested in. Gaming and racing sim / flight sim. So we do need to be able to pick the motherboard so you can get something with decent I/O. And I would say a 7800X3D should be perfect for you. You don't really need to wait because they're not releasing any X3D chips. Let's go with, I should have this bookmarked by this point, but I don't. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's the thing. That's where I'm taking you right now to the landing page to my landing page for the Easy Builder for iBuyPower. And the whole point, this is the system, this is the case that we're using for pre-built rebuilds. This is the page, and you can go to it if you want, but I'm going to give you a link to a completed system. Just looking real quick, you said that you want your system to be in black. Perfect. Excuse me. This case is awesome looking. It has plenty of room for upgrades. And if you watch the pre-built rebuilt series, you'll see me actually doing that in this case. So it'll make it even easier to follow along with the series. It is a new case from iBuyPower, and it looks absolutely sick. They did an excellent job on this thing. So there, what do we think? Well, Mr. Bad Goose, you are in luck, because right after you said that, unless your eyes kind of skipped right over it, there is a link to the forum right there. But welcome to the stream. Okay, cool. Looks like there's a lot of free stuff right now, too. Free desk mat. Awesome. And sure, free shirt. You get to pick your size whenever you get to this thing, whenever I send you a link. Now, what is the actual budget for your system? Because you listed 2,500. What's the max budget for your system? $2,800-ish? Okay. Ah, yes. The $19 goated upgrade right there. Bam. Dunyan rings. So you said you wanted a 4070 Ti Super? 1440p. Yeah, that should do the trick. All right. Still way under budget. Awesome. Oh, how about you go up 100 watts and get a Seasonic Focus V3 GX 850 for negative $13? Yeah. Hell yeah. Two terabyte Kingston Fury Renegade. There you go. And that's your system. $2,555 before the 5% discount you get by using code Braethorn6. I did correct that in the coupon code section of the Discord. But that actually, let me see. Looks like we could actually put you onto a 4080 Super if you want to. Check this out. Watch this. Oh, and your GPU ships uninstalled. It's very easy to install a GPU. In fact, if you look in my how to set up your PC video, I actually show you how to install your GPU specifically. So just follow that. It's very easy. They even give you a PDF on how to do it. So if we go here and review cart and you put in code Breathorn6 and apply that, it takes 5% off. You're now at $26.79 and 95 cents with a 7800 X3D and a 4080 Super with a 2 terabyte, very fast Kingston M.2 drive, Kingston Fury Renegade M.2 drive with Kingston Fury DDR5 6000 and a motherboard with lots of I/O. In an awesome case with great airflow, lots of upgradability. Need I say more? But preferred 2200. I'm sorry, I did not know that. If you want to go, that's basically, if you give me a max budget, that's the exact number I'm going to work off of. Like, I don't work off of a range. You give me one number, and it is your maximum budget. But we're still under that by 120 bucks. So Lightning Evo says, not gonna lie, this case looks pretty badass in person. It does. Is the glass area restricting airflow a bit? It is not Lightning Evo because the glass is pushed forward, so there's nothing in front of the fans, and they have plenty of mesh right there. I showed the temps in the video, in the stream. Temps are awesome. If you want to, you can take this system and bust it back down to a 4070 Ti Super. You'll still have a great experience. That I leave up to you. All you got to do is go to video card, scroll down to 4070 Ti Super, and it'll take off 266 bucks. There you go. Why is it like that? Why can't I just... I'm going to do that because I got this. I'm going to do that. Oh, wait, here, I forgot to do this. Oh, no. What's up, Librarian Immortal? How are you? Sorry I missed that first time chat for a bit. Apocalyptic, that was Gigabyte, but sure. It's not Asus, that was Gigabyte. You sound so sure though, so I hate to take that away from you. But yeah, that was Gigabyte having that issue. So calling out again for bugs. Yo, Bugs, where you at? If not, it's going to be L0 swear. Or is it low? Is it low or L0? By the way, what's up, Mike? How's it going? And Neema's Dark, how are you? Yes, it is. Just look up Northridge Fix, LMFAO. He's getting just as many Asus cards as Gigabyte cards as cracked PCBs. You know what? The answer, clearly, don't buy any GPUs. What the heck? Apparently, it doesn't like when I have VLC media selected and I hit my hotkey here for that. But yeah, don't buy GPUs. Buy zero GPUs. Just use APUs with onboard graphics. That's the answer. Or get a GPU support bracket. I don't know what to tell you. Ordeal, I don't really recommend Newegg personally. In general, for anything more complicated than just getting some PC fans or something. But that's my thing. Other content creators can work with them. Doesn't bother me. And they have improved. But their in-house ABS brand is, I mean, it's going to be Newegg who's giving you service from that. And they have historically had some issues with that. So, though they're doing better right now, I hesitate to recommend them for such a complex product. There are many, many fish in the sea when it comes to pre-builds. So fish elsewhere. There's Bugs. There we go. Mr. Bad Goose says, thank you. I put in the form in. I was looking at a specific PC, but it didn't give you the option for you to review it. If you could, would help a lot. If not, that's totally fine. Thank you. I mean, I suppose that's an option. But as long as you filled out all the questions, answered all the questions in the form, that's all that matters. Or get Falcons that lock the GPU into the chassis. Yeah, that's another option. What's up, Falcon Northwest? How are you? Bro, you don't have to be like that. That's the thing. It's just, listen, if you watch Paul's Hardware, his response to, I'm not being like anything. This is just how I sound and how I talk, for one thing. But I'm glad that you got yourself a good laugh. The news that I had heard was about Gigabyte. I've been in Taiwan for a while, if you weren't aware. So it's kind of hard to keep up with absolutely everything while I'm doing that. But anyways, the thing is that, as Paul was saying, when Steve was reporting on Asus's RMA issues, he was like, okay, now we can't buy motherboards from anybody. Because every company has had issues. So, don't know what to tell you. If I have no response to that, it's like, well, here's something I guess you could do. Just get a GPU support bracket. Like, GPUs are too heavy. GPUs are massive. They are massive and too heavy, and it's a problem. And people are starting to realize that. There's also slim 4090s and things like that, ones that have all-in-one liquid cooling, radiators, stuff like that takes the weight off the PCB. Just look for an option in that direction if you're concerned about it.
No,
snap.
no.
Okay. Falcon Northwest just gifted 10 Tier 1 subs to the community. Let's go, nerds! I'm in the wrong screen for this. Okay. There we go. Falcon Northwest just gifted 10 Tier 1 subs to the community. Let's go, nerds. That's a Tier 1 sub for Silent Furies. I finally gave in. Simpilot 21, Develop, iSonic XE, Jerry's Carpet TX, Victor the Cleaner, Rice-A-Roni, Librarian Immortal, and Shadowstar 347. Welcome to the swarm. Thank you. Thank you, Falcon Northwest. had to make up for my blatant sales pitch. It's a good. It is a good thing that you do. I like that y'all do that, and it's no small amount of work. You kind of look like Tom Segura. Tommy Buns? Hell yeah. I'll take that as a compliment. Would vertical mount help with that? It could. It could. Okay, I'm off to polish off a Jersey Mike sub. Oh, Jersey Mike sounds good. Have a good stream. Falcons for everybody. You got it. You got it. Absolutely. 100%. All right, Bugs. Let's knock this out. Speaking of Jersey Mikes, Bugs, you said you're closest to the North Jersey, New Jersey Micro Center. You're looking for pre-built for 1080p pro gaming / esports, and you do want the ability to upgrade your CPU. Now, here's the thing. Here's a thing anyway. That you are looking at a pretty steep build fee from Micro Center. But we could, we can still make this work for sure. Let's give it a shot. But also, you said you don't know when it comes to Wi-Fi. So, what question do you have about Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi means like whether you need it or not. It just means, are you close to your router where you're going to be having your PC? Are you going to be able to connect it with an Ethernet cable, or does it need wireless connection? If you're doing pro gaming / esports, run hardline internet to your router. That's what you want to do. Primo Hoagies, better than Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's makes New Jersey look bad. Look, I'm in Texas, so don't know what to tell you. I'm not in Jersey, and neither is Falcon Northwest. So Jersey Mike's is a franchise, and they make a damn good sandwich. Is it better than Subway? Because Subway is also everywhere. That's our other option. Okay, yeah, Bugs, if you go on Amazon, you can get like a 100-foot Cat 6e cable for like $18, and that comes with the hardware to mount it to your wall. So it's not too hard to manage for most, I would think. Okay, I really hope that just to make sure, Ben Connor, I hope you actually added all of this to your cart, because your shopping list is about to get cleared out. Just letting you know. Oh, they did, because they said the motherboard was sold out, so I got them another list. Okay. Subway is the best. Subway has the best cookies. I'm sorry, but there's a place that has cookies that is open till 3 a.m. around here, and they have really, really good cookies. And also, Subway just recently got hit to where they have to change the recipe for their breads because it has some kind of like ingredient in it that is not great. So, but I mean, one of my first jobs was working at Subway, so I'm conflicted on that one. What's up, Sniper Game 19? How are you? Y'all like crumble? I don't know what that is. Okay. We're going to try to manage this with a 7800X 3D, but I don't know if it's going to be possible to get you that with a really solid GPU, but we'll do our best. It shouldn't be a problem. Let me ask you a question, and I think I already know the answer to this because you said pro gaming / esports. How important is ray tracing to you? Probably not super important, right? If you're doing esports stuff, you're going to probably turn it off if it has ray tracing anyway, so you can get better frames per second. Am I correct in assuming that? Well, Bugs, that's what I was saying about the steep build fee, because I understand that. I addressed that earlier. See, I prefer Jersey Mike's because they cut their cold cuts right when you order your sandwich, and it's just fresher. It's better. Okay, so we're gonna go with an AMD GPU then. More frames per dollar, 100%. Wait, do they not have a 7800? Yeah, they do right here. Oh, okay, it's because I'm okay. They changed that when I put AMD. Well, you're also doing 1080p, but we're going to try to go with a 7800 XT. It might not, or that, or a 7900 GRE is going to be really good for you. Let's see, which one do we want to do? 7900 GRE is same and very similar in price, but they don't have a lot of them. Oh, they have cheaper 7800 XTs too. This is going to be easier price-wise, guys. Before y'all are like 7900 GRE, every dollar is going to count. So only one of those in stock. Great. All right, we'll try it with the 7900 GRE. We'll see if we can manage that. And we're probably going to go with a 1 terabyte on the Inland Performance Plus here. One of the easiest upgrades you can make down the line is getting adding more storage. Air Nano 3 Max would be a good choice here. They're kind of lacking in the air cooler department here. That sucks. What you might want to do is get your air cooler from somewhere else and bring it in, and they'll still use it. They'll build it for you. Let's go back and we'll look at the power supply first. Not a big fan of this one. Yeah, a good price on the Mag A750 GL. But they recommend 800 watts or greater. So let's remove this option here. You know what we're going to do? In order to get this in line with the budget, we're going to drop it down to 7800 XT. That's also going to drop the minimum PSU requirement to 700 watts, and we'll go 750 to get a little more than that. So it's going to drop the price on both the GPU and the power supply, and we'll be hunky-dory. And 7800 XT is really set up for 1440p gaming, so you're doing overkill on 1080p gaming, which is good because those extra frames will be easily handled by the 7800 X3D. Braxton1823, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it. Look at that, 3 months. Now you have all three: power, wisdom, and courage. Looks like they've got 3 of this one. Oh, what's up, Crash? Welcome. Apocalyptic, there were too many to keep track, but I really liked the Trikes one. But I also liked the new Lian Li. What is it? Is it 207? That one was nice too. I didn't get to cover it though. I didn't cover Lian Li. I got new PC built. This is Karo 73. Very cool. Congrats. Yeah, I'm going to send you a link for this. And then what you do is you click the link and then you add it to cart so you have your list. Because if I do another one, it's gone. Ed G. Heck yeah. Thank you, Ed G, for gifting 5 Graythor memberships to the YouTube community. Let's go, nerds. That's tier 1 membership for Apocalyptic, for Crash. Very nice. For Mike992, for Steve, and for Magnus FPS. Welcome to the Sword. Appreciate it. Thank you. I guess I don't have those showing on this screen. That's unfortunate. Here, let me see if they'll pop up still if I switch back. Oh, is it still showing Falcon Northwest ones? That's great. Let me see if I can copy this over. Why is it over there? Wow, that really shrunk it down, didn't it? Okay, last thing is going to be your cooler. Okay, so you'll need to order this separately. Let me find that for you real quick. Wow, that's a great picture. Very nice picture. Wow. Fearless Assassin should definitely do the job for it. So you'll want this guy right here. That's a lot of cooling. You just take that into them and be like, hey, I want all these parts. The only thing is I wanted a different cooler. I brought it. Can you please use it? And there you go. Oh, it's only like $3 more to get the new one. And that one has 7 heat pipes instead of 6 for the Phantom Spirit. And looking at this, it's $40.84 and you're at $12.44.56. With a $150 build fee, you're more than good. There is a system protection thing, and that can definitely be worth it, but that's not usually included in the budget. So that's going to be up to you, if you want to do that or not. So that's the link for your cooler. I'll go ahead and put that in here. And then here is the link for your build. Now, here's the thing. They're going to be like, what about Windows? What you want to do is you want to ask them to please install Windows 11 for you. You can go with Windows 11 Home or Pro, whichever you prefer. You don't usually, if you don't know the difference between Windows 11 Home or Pro, it means you probably don't need the features that come with Windows 11 Pro. That's usually how I look at that. Just have them install it for you, but do not have them activate it for you, because then you have to pay for a key from them. Instead, you can go through my YouTube sponsor, VIP CDK deals, and those links are in any System Integrator Weekly videos. Librarian Immortal, you got it. See ya. I like the Pirate Software heart, by the way. Very nice. Nice to see that. I was so close. Man, if I had submitted to go to Open Sauce earlier, I could have met Thor there. That would have been so freaking cool. Man. Dude quickly became a legend. Absolute legend. And for good reason. You're asking how many systems we're in so far, right? Crash. We're 3 in right now. Next person was going to be L0 Low Swear, or L0 Swear. Are you here? Braxton, help me get my PC together. My question is, can I put another request? I want to get one built for my granddaughter. She's going to 4th grade. She's going to be learning a code and, of course, gaming. You can put it in another form. Yeah, you totally can. It goes in the same order pretty much. Cars, it sounds like a nice system. Very cool. Low Swear not here, perhaps. That would mean, if they're not here, that Waya Soul is gonna be next. One cool question: how do I decide on the monitor? Read and watch reviews, basically. I like to look at rtings.com. They'll have like the 10 best budget monitors for 2024, for summer of 2024, something like that. There's also channels like Monitors Unboxed, Tech Audit, stuff like that, where you'll see a lot more monitor content. I do have a monitor video coming out pretty soon, but it's not one that you'd be interested in because it's not 1080p. It is 1440p, and that's not usually optimal for pro gaming or esports. Okay, YSL, we're going to give Low Swear a little bit more time. And again, thank you again, Ed G, for those gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can look at monitors at Micro Center for sure. Gifted subs are assigned randomly, but the best people get them anyway. Well, yeah, all of y'all are the best, though. Oh, you were responding to Crash, yeah. No problem, Bugs. The Pixio Wave in ice blue looks pretty nice. Do they have a blue monitor? That sounds cool. I appreciate that, Way Soul. Why would I do a video about a heating pad? Like, some of these things I get are so dumb. It's like, hey, we're fans of your channel. Can you look at this thing that's not related to your channel at all? Yeah, great, thank you. So lately I've been having an issue with GPU not being utilized. I have a thing with stuff in it. Was not really a troubleshooting stream. You can ask in the Discord, I suppose. But generally, I would be like, are your GPU drivers up to date? Yada yada, that kind of stuff. We need a stinky tofu emoji. No, thank you. I don't know about all that. How was Taiwanese food? It was amazing, except for the smell of stinky tofu. You look beat, Bray. Still jet lagged. It lasts for a long time with me. With chronic fatigue syndrome, the recovery time is magnified. It's orders of magnitude longer than the average person, and yeah, it sucks. So when you see me put out content, I put extra work into that, and right now the content's just not getting any views, and it sucks. And that's not me saying you as an individual didn't view it. I mean, just YouTube at large isn't promoting it because it's not what my channel's about. But also, like, if you think about this, I would have to look at this. Let me see. I'm curious. We have 4,470 or so people in the Discord community. And you would think, hey, what brought everyone in was the content, right? And they're looking for help, and they get help, and they do, but maybe they also like the content. So you would think, oh, that means I'll get at least 4,470 views on each video. It doesn't seem to work like that. This one from this video with Trikes, I mean, it's bombing hard, like really bad. And when I posted on my Twitter, I have how many people following me on Twitter? I've got about 8,500 people who follow me on Twitter. It does not translate into 8,500 views. That is just not how that works, unfortunately. A lot of people will follow for giveaways and stuff, but then most of those people unfollow you after they don't win the giveaway, because that's the nature of giveaways. You can have 15,000 people enter, and that means 14,999 will not win. And they're usually not super happy about that. It's understandable. That's why I'm not super big on giveaways, but they're fun anyway. Like, you have to look at it as fun. You can't look at it as like, this is my chance to get a PC. It's like, I could get a PC, I might not. Let's do this, But it really, that's just how it is, though. Like, that stuff does not always translate. There are people who get really good engagement on social media, and they get their Discord community that does pay attention and watches all the stuff that you post. But that's not really how that works for everybody, unfortunately. Did their food taste better than USA food? I'll say their 7-Eleven food was way better. That's for sure. Bet that cat was awesome. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Pixio is a 27-inch monitor that comes in black, white, blue, and pink. No purple. That's it. Boycotting Pixio. No purple. What the heck, Pixio? I'm currently talking to Height about the pink, not pink, the purple Y70 case, and I'm waiting to hear back from ASRock so I can talk to them about getting the live mixer board. But it's really not an expensive motherboard. I could probably source one of those. But where the heck am I going to get a purple GPU other than like the Evangelion purple GPU that was like a 3080, which is, you know, last gen. Yeah, they had all the Evangelion stuff, but it was all previous gen stuff. Lewis Black did a hilarious routine about flying from New York City to New Zealand. It's on YouTube and it's killer. Lewis Black is hilarious. I mean, I just need to like vinyl wrap the fan shroud or paint a fan shroud of a GPU that I already have, and then I'll be good to go. I'm also waiting for Asus to come out with their Unit 0 stuff for Evangelion. Wouldn't that be the logical next step? They've had Unit 1 and Unit 2. Taro Milk Height is sick. Yeah, but I'm upset with them because they didn't come up... Like, they have the screen. They had it matching in all three colors at Computex, but that's not a product yet. They're not making that. And I was like, why didn't you just make an applique or something in the right color? Or why didn't you have your fans matching it? Or why didn't you do a lot more with this color? Because you have these three awesome colors. Can you get a purple GPU wrap? I mean, it's just vinyl, yeah. I got roasted on my build. I think I'm good this time. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that happens. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, Way of Soul, it's going to be your turn then, because Low Swear was not here, or L0. I'm not sure how to say their name, but they weren't here. So, Way of Soul, it's going to be your turn. We actually have a build that already fits your needs. That was pretty perfect for what you're wanting to do. And it was the iBuyPower build that I did earlier. It was like everything that you're looking for, unless you wanted a different system integrator specifically. We could go Skytech if you wanted to do that. But because you want to do streaming, I like the one from that I did with iBuyPower because it had that motherboard with tons of I/O for $19 more. Oh, I filled the form out with missing info. Fair enough. Galax had a purple GPU. Yeah. Also, Colorful has some. And what's that other brand that does like the Kawaii GPUs? They have some that are at least going to be like in the same family of colors that might work, but gaming is the main focus. Okay, Yeston, that's the one. Alucard, I see what you're saying about adding fans to the case, but it's a premium case, and a lot of premium cases don't even come with fans. It makes sense. It's fine. It would be good if they did the same thing as Montech, where they had an option, or the same thing that like Corsair does as well, where you have an option to get it without fans, and then you have a more expensive option with fans. But yeah. Okay. So looking at the build that I did, it was this one here, actually. Let's see. Let's take a look. So it was the one that had the 7800X 3D, which for gaming and streaming, I'll say is fine. That's fine for gaming and streaming. 8 cores is plenty, and you'll get great gaming performance as well. With the AW4 360mm, 32 gigs DDR5 6000. The 4080 Super, that was above budget though. I would say 4070 Ti Super would be just fine. Which was here. There we go. And though it shows $25.55 for the price, remember we get 5% off with code Brayathorn6. Which, by the way, Alucard, I don't know if you saw that in the coupon code section, but they had to update the code because it was getting picked up by like coupon code websites. So it's Brayathorn6 now, but it gets you 5% off an easy build or a custom build, or it gets you the $50 off of a ready system over $9.99. But yeah, the motherboard on this is excellent for streaming. I mean, the I/O on it is awesome. Look at that for the price. Basically, there are, here, let's open this in a new tab. You have these USB 2.0s. That's where you'll put your mouse, keyboard, headset, anything that doesn't require anything faster. You have 3 USB type A's that are 10 gigabit per second and 4 that are 5 gigabit per second. There's a really good amount of I/O. And plus a type C that's 20 gigabit per second with 2.5 gig Ethernet and Wi-Fi 6E. And this is a $19 upgrade from the one that comes as default. 19 bucks. Now, if you want to change the case, totally fine. Oh, you're on an ad break. Okay, never mind. All of that stuff was a waste. But I can do the... How about a purple wrap with a carbon fiber pattern? Well, nothing else would have that pattern, so I don't know about that. I would probably do something like with the style that ASRock has on the Live Mixer motherboard with like the paint splatters and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. Broga said, I see the hydrate. Thank you for that. It is hot outside. I'm not outside, but yes, it is hot outside, especially in Texas. YSL, I'm not sure where I left off. Where did I leave off when the ad hit? Alucard, did you see the King 95 Mega Pro? Anyway, I was saying that this is a great motherboard for streaming and content creation stuff or whatever. It's because you have a lot of USB. Use the slow ones here, the USB 2.0 for your mouse, keyboard, headset, things like that. They don't require a lot of throughput, and you have 4 USB that are 5 gigabit per second, 3 Type A's that are 10 gigabit per second, and then you have a Type C that's 20 gigabit per second for a hub or something like that, or any device that requires it, or for, you know, for VR or whatever you're going to do. And then you have Wi-Fi 6E, 2.5 gig Ethernet, all of that stuff for just a $19 upgrade. It is excellent. I put you on the 4070 Ti Super, and it is showing $25.55, but that's before the 5% discount, which is a solid discount using code Brayathorn6, which puts it under budget. Who makes that board? It's an MSI board, the X670E Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. As for the cooling, we have their newest cooler, the AW4. It doesn't have RGB fans on it, but you'll have them on the front and on the back. And the cool thing is, this is the case that I'm using for the pre-built rebuilt system to my right over here. And that's the one that you'll be able to follow along very easily with the upgrades that I do, because it'll be in the same case, if that's something you're interested in. There are higher end ones available as well if you want to go that route. Let's see this one in the cart, see what it comes out to after discount. Comes out to $24.27 and 25 cents. Now that's with your budget being $2,500. If your budget is higher than that, you can do the 4080 Super, very likely, because it only takes it to about $26.60 with the discount included. Crash, I have not seen that, but I don't really follow console news very much. Case doesn't matter because I'm going to be building a custom wooden case. All right, cool. Sounds awesome. We'll go for this one then because it's at a great price. Now, this does ship with the GPU uninstalled. They give you instructions on how to install it, all that good stuff. Very easy to do. Plus, I have some video instructions on how to do that in my How to Set Up Your PC video from last December. There you go. It just so happened that there was a build very similar to yours, so that was also like right up your alley. So there you go. Alienware has some purple special edition monitors. Sometimes maybe look through theirs. Alienware does make some good monitors. It's one of the only products that they make that I'm like, yeah, that's nice. Their laptops are pretty sweet too. Not really into console news either. I just thought it looked pretty cool. Austin Evans had a video on it. Man, I haven't seen Austin's channel popping up on my feed very much. I need to fix that. You cool with that one then? You good? You're welcome. Man, I'm circling again. I'm so tired. I should have had some caffeine before this, honestly. Be too late to have it help me now. Hi, Sonic XE. What's up? You good? You ready? All right. So we're doing a parts list, gaming and streaming. What is this? Okay. All right. I'm not going to point out the fact that this states that you have to put a company name here. But I will say that you didn't actually give me a list. You gave me something that will show your list. This link doesn't help me, because it's going to go to my PC part picker stuff, not yours. You understand? What's up, Arutu? How's it going? Welcome. Is anyone else excited for Shadow of the Erdtree? I've never played Elden Ring. I'm not really one for Souls-like games. They just never really, I never clicked with them. I never got to that point where I was like, this feels natural for me to play. It would help if you sent me the right link. So let me show you how to do that. All right. So if you go to the builder, there'll be a list here. You have to send this link right here. Okay. It has to have this at the end of it. Now you can't send that in chat. You need to send it to me in a DM or a whisper on Twitch. There you go. Just click my name and then do that. Spent 2 hours replacing my kitchen faucet. Ooh, that's rough. My back got new pains. Absolutely. I remember back when I was doing my first PC review, and it was for iBuyPower. Actually, it was one of those things where it's so easy to hurt your back if you're not careful. I hurt my back lifting that very PC, and it delayed the review. And I was like, that's great. Now, I do have to ask, because I immediately noticed that you went with Intel, but you listed here, yes, you plan on upgrading your CPU down the line. Now, you do understand that you're limited to basically up to 14th gen, and that's end of the line for that socket. Like they're already ending the support for LGA 1700. You know that, right? A 3060, interesting. What are you doing with this again? Gaming and streaming at 1440p. Nope, not a 3060. That's the wrong GPU. All right, you got it. Take it easy, Alucard. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, but you answered yes to you plan on upgrading the CPU over time. So that's why I brought that up. Like the question isn't, are you planning on upgrading your PC over time? It's specifically CPU. I mean, you can go with the 7600X, and that'll game just as well as this at 1440p. It'll be a slight difference, yeah, but you have that actual upgradability then. It's really the 3060 that I take issue with, though, because you're wanting the game in 1440p, and this is going to chug a little bit if you're trying to do that with the 3060. You're going to have to drop your settings quite a bit. Also, this right here, no. Don't get the OEM version. I mean, not OEM. Don't get a retail version for $120. You can spend $15, $20 on Windows instead and save a bunch of money. Here, I'm going to edit your list. So we're just going to trash that. I will say the price on the 12600KF is really nice. If you're streaming, though, I'm probably not going to like this motherboard. Let's take a look at it. You're streaming with this? Seriously? No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nobody, nope. 6 USB Type A's and 1 Type C. Like 5 of those are going to be taken up with just peripherals, regular stuff. And then you're going to be like, okay, I want to plug in a Stream Deck and I want to plug in audio interface or whatever. Yeah, you're going to run out real quick. You cut corners on your motherboard. And if you're going to be using it for anything other than gaming, that's not really the goal. That's not really the way to do it. So we're going to toss that. You got a nice drive here. Let's get rid of the GPU. Bye-bye. H6 Flow I do like, but you're going to need more fans for this, and I don't see them listed here. Be Quiet does make a nice power supply, and that's an 850 watt. But yeah, okay. Let me see here. What's the max budget for your system? You're showing $2,000 and you were at $1,300. You seriously undersold yourself on your GPU. Broga, nah, they want to do streaming, and though the 7000 series Radeon cards do have AV1 encoding, NVIDIA pulled an NVIDIA type move with Twitch, and for now is locking out that AV1 encoding for Twitch, which is just great. That's what I was hoping would happen. Freaking Twitch. Can't believe they bought into that crap. What kind of build are we doing? I'm doing a black build? Yes. Okay. Maybe that's one of the first things you should have told me. That you meant to put 1080p. Because I just saw I misclicked on 1440p. Okay. If you said it earlier than that, I did not see it. Yeah, 3060 is fine for that, but like you don't need to go with that. You have enough budget to get a higher end GPU. So I didn't put a 4070 Ti Super on here. I put a 4070 Super on here. It's going to be fine for 1440p, like good for 1440p and amazing for 1080p. There you go. And as for the 7800X 3D, I mean, like you're not putting it to shame by putting it in your machine. Oh, that was Rurutu saying that. It was like, that's the thing. I get really confused when people come in talking about someone else's build as if it's theirs, and I attribute that to the person that I'm actually helping. My bad. So what is the reason that you went with Intel though? I'm just curious. Because like you understand, unless you misclicked this too, he specifically said that you would be upgrading the CPU or you'd be interested in that. So was that a misclick as well? Three more fans, Apocalyptic. Unless you want one for the rear too. Then it would be 4. AIO is going to come with 3. I'm also going to change your power supply so it has... I don't think this one has 12 VHPWR included. That isn't a helpful picture, but okay. It does. It does have it included. Never mind. You're fine. It is upgrade. It is upgradable, but that like in 13th and 14th gen only, and that is reaching end of life. Like basically, they're not going to be making any more CPUs that you can upgrade to in the future. Whereas if you go with like a 7800X 3D, you're going to be on the top of your game right now and for a while, and you still have upgradability down the line. So what if we change that? How much? We have a lot left for the budget, a lot. So let's get you the absolute best that you can right now. Right there. There you go. Let's just take a second to compare. I don't have it up anymore. Where is it? Well, that's the I/O you get with this motherboard. Let's just say that, okay? You had 5 USB Type A's on the other one, or 6. Yeah, this is going to have a little bit more, and that's going to be much better for you. There you go. We're going to change the RAM to the appropriate RAM for 7000 series Ryzen, because this is a little too high frequency for it. It prefers, I mean, it could do 6400. That is within range for it, and it is, depending on the AGESA you're on, yada, 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 but 6000 is generally a good way to go with better latency. Now we just picked the Neo, Trident Z5 Neo. We'll see if we can get the RGB. There it is. Oh, that's 64 gigs. You don't need that. But I mean, it's only 209. But well, still, I need to recheck on the budget, see where we're at. Let's just pick G-Skill here, and I'll just pick out the 32 gig kit. There we go. 109. Look at that. DDR5 6000 CL30. That's what you want for 7000 series Ryzen. Just get rid of this kit right here. It's only $10 more with better latency. Still under budget, and there it is. The only thing you need now are fans. What's up, Raging Diesel? How you been? Okay. Yeah, I would try to work on that. Just get yourself a long Ethernet cable. There are some that come with the hardware to mount it to the wall and stuff, so you're not tripping over it. If you're going to be streaming, because if you're streaming, you're sharing that connection with every device, and it can be fast, but consistency is really what matters, and consistency of upload is what matters there. So, but yeah, let's see. We went with the LS720. That will do the trick, and it gets you 3 fans for the top there. You get 3 fans for the side here. What you need is 2 140mm fans for the bottom. So let's see. Case fans. These should match the ones that are on the case already. And there you go. It's too bad they're not reverse flow though. Reverse flow would look nicer, but these should look okay. Wait, there. These should look okay though. Even if they're facing down, the blades are what are lighting up, so it'll still show, and it'll still look nice. There you go. I would say now we are properly using that budget. I would also maybe swap out from the Kingston Fury Renegade drive to one that is similarly fast, but well, no, the Fury Renegade also has really good longevity to it. I'll leave you on that. I'll leave you on what you already got. Is it possible to go 4070 Ti Super, not without making sacrifices elsewhere? It's funny, before you were rocking a 3060, now you want a 4070 Ti Super. You're going 1080p. Why do you want a Ti Super over the regular 4070 Super? Because that means also you should probably, no, 850 watts is going to at least meet the minimum, but you might even want to buff up your power supply even more a little bit. It raises the price on that as well. You're talking about another couple $100 there, probably. Hi, Sonic. That is yet another thing that you could have said at any point, that streaming is not a priority. If you say streaming, I'm thinking that you're trying to get into streaming, whether it's for fun or whether you're really serious about it, doesn't matter. You can clear that up anytime. That wasn't me. Rurutu, stop talking like it's your build. You're confusing me. Stop it. I already said that. I already said that I was reading your things as if it was somebody else's, and you're like, he doesn't mean it. Or he means somebody other than me, even though he read my chat. Yeah, I get it, iSonic. I'm sorry about that. I like you, Rurutu, but you get a timeout because you're not listening. Enjoy your timeout. Think about what you've done. I like when you guys get involved, but if I say right now, especially because I'm tired, that I'm getting confused, ease up. Ease up a little bit. Let me talk to the person I'm helping. Oh, nice, Raging Diesel. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, this is your build. There you go. Well, we're done now. You gotta communicate that stuff a little sooner. That's a full build, ready to go. Why is starting a hot sauce business so hard and confusing? Starting any business is difficult and confusing. It's any business. It's just universal. Hey, no problem. No problem at all. Happy to help. I'll go ahead and save this build as well. Got a lot of builds in here now. Why did I private this? I need to change that. Hold on a second. And then don't start out with too many recipes. That's not, guys, just start out simple. It's clearly not my specialty. Like that's, I don't know that I would have much advice for you there, but, yeah, don't know what to tell you. All right, I know it's not time to end it yet, but I'm gonna do one more. Dan M101. If Dan M101 is not here, we're gonna go ahead and end it for the night, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess MT Forester I could do as well, but Dan, are you here? Crash, what would that even look like? How would that be communicated? I don't know what a stinky tofu emote would even look like. Lightning Evo, I don't know what would happen with the mouse there. I guess check that drivers are up to date, but I mean, it could just be a bad receiver. I have no idea. If it works fine wired, it's probably the receiver, I guess. Wouldn't know what to tell you there. Okay, Hayden, I'm not even looking at that, dude. That is a lot of it. I don't know what, like I said, not my specialty. I don't know what to tell you. Now, this is just me when I'm tired. If I can help another person out, that'd be cool. But Dan M or MT Forrester, not here. Neither of y'all, really? I probably should end it here, but I don't like ending early. It's not an hour early, man. That sounds like can't hack it. You know, it sounds good right now though. Some watermelon, but sprinkled with lime juice. That sounds really good. I'm gonna have a big old fat bowl of it after I'm done with this. iSonic, with what's left of your budget, you can absolutely afford a good 1080p monitor for like 120, 130 bucks. You don't have to use a TV for the monitor. You can totally get yourself a nice 1080p monitor for that amount, for sure. I linked the site earlier. Just check it out and take a look. Did you eat watermelon last stream? I did. Like, when would somebody use a stinky tofu emoji? Like, that's the thing. To emote, excuse me. You keep saying emoji, they're emotes. But what context is that useful in? You know, that's what I try to look at when I'm making emotes. But like, sleep would do you much better. If I like, the thing is, if I rest as much as I need to, I wouldn't have started streaming again. Like, that's the problem, and I didn't want to wait on that anymore. I'll tell you guys what would make me feel better. And this is not directed at those who are already watching any Computex content, but watch that stuff, because right now I am powering through my exhaustion to edit those and get those done so that they can be published. And then it feels like no one's watching them. So if y'all want to make me feel better, share them, watch them, at least react. Someone freaking react to the announcements in the Discord, so I'm not shouting into the void, because I went through the whole shouting into the void part of becoming a content creator, and it's like a flashback whenever it happens again. But it happens, you know, it's fine. But that would make me feel better. Get more views on that stuff, because otherwise it's like, should I just not post anything and just recover for the next week again? Like, keep just resting? Because nah, I need to get back into it. Stinky tofu equals roast PC parts. So like, you know what? Maybe I will make a stinky tofu emote, and it'll be for any time someone doesn't pay attention to the rules, to the form. How about that? Yeah, like I said, it's not directed to people who are already watching them, Crash. It's all good. But yeah, if you guys watch it, drop a comment, like all that stuff. Engage with that stuff. because I know it's not what I'm known for. It's not what I'm like. It's not what y'all are really here for. I get that. But it's a free way to show support and to like get me feel like I'm not just spinning my wheels, you know? Scam posting your videos in the Site message board. Oh, okay. Is okay. Watched a couple, really like the case one. Thank you. Might want to sleep in on Sunday. Oh, I probably will. I don't know if I'm going to do a gaming stream on Sunday. It might be what I need. Like, what I've been playing lately, actually, although I'm still playing, you know, randomizers and stuff. I've been playing Noita lately. Such a good game. They will play some of that. It's a game that's been around for a long time, but I didn't know about it until I started watching Thor streaming, and I really enjoy those. Well, all right. Well, I think I'm going to call it here, guys. If you submitted a form and you didn't get help yet, do not worry. Your form is still there, and next Tuesday we'll get to helping you out. And I do apologize for any wait time there, but hey, it's free help. And I like to think it's pretty good help. So I'm very tired. I'm going to go have a snack and probably pass out. But I'm really happy to have you guys here and to be back to streaming. It is really nice. Don't leave yet, because I'd like to see if maybe we can raid somebody. That'd be cool. A lot of people are streaming right now. Holy crap. Yeah, if you guys want to be a part of the raid, it looks like people are leaving no matter what I say. Oh, well. Miguel the Gamer, thank you very much. Yeah, you're right, Apocalyptic. I don't feel like myself. I should grab a Snickers. Not sponsored, by the way. Well, let's raid Liger. Let's raid Liger 0. I know it would be cool to raid Zach, but like, I feel really bad because he raided with like a few hundred people, and like, you know, maybe if we were doing a big giveaway stream or something like that, and we had, you know, 150 people here or a couple hundred people in here or something, I'd feel better about that. But, and not that I don't appreciate you that are here. It's just I'll raid him when I've got, and same thing with Jay. I wouldn't want to raid when it's like a smaller raid. I would rather take that raid to someone where they would really feel it. Like with Liger. Liger's at 35 people. Bringing in 25 would be great. So let's do that. Liger 0 is awesome and positive and just a really, really cool dude. So let's drop Liger 0 a raid. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Are you guys down? Let's go. Tacos and some Corona beer sounds good right now. Oh, we have great tacos around here. But let's do this. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, I appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. And I will see y'all. I guess I'll probably see y'all on Sunday. If I'm going to cancel the gaming stream, watch the announcements in the Discord or my Twitter just to see that. I'll let y'all know. But I am going to try to focus on resting over the weekend. And while I have the energy, I'll try to get more content out if I don't get migraines and stuff. But keep an eye on the channel. Watch the Computech stuff. Until I get all of that done, I'm probably not going to be publishing anything else. So I got to get all that out there, and I want y'all to see it and share that experience with y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, take care.
Let's go, nerds!